last video, I said it's normal to wake up at 3 a.m. I explained the brain science behind it. Now I want to tell you what you can do. Because what you don't want to do is get on your phone or your tablet or turn on your TV, because that wakes up a part of your brain that's not going to easily go back to sleep. It has to do with the way the lights are and the way that your brain functions. Now, for months I would get on my phone and I would shop. I have all sorts of 2 a.m. purchases that got returned. Thank God for 90-day return policies, or it will keep you awake. If you want to try to go back to sleep, if that's your goal, things you can do: journal. I did that for about a year. I just would write down 3 things for which I was thankful and 3 things I wanted to pray about, and I couldn't duplicate them. That was my rule to myself. And then I would just write a brief thing about the day. You can pray. I have a prayer list that is continual, and so it gave me an opportunity to pray. And oftentimes the next morning I would send people messages saying, "Oh, you were on my mind last night and I prayed for you." You can clean. It's a really great time to mop, especially in my house, because I have boxers and they tend to be in the middle of everything I do, and at night they're sleeping. And so I can mop and they don't have to be a part of that process. The only thing I don't do, obviously, is vacuum, because a lot of times the house is asleep. You can read. If you have a paper book, don't get out your phone or tablet to read. I know Kindle has a low light you can use, but you can also just read a paper book. You can read your Bible. You can listen to something like an audiobook. You can take a bubble bath. That's really nice, because if you have some like lavender bubble bath, lavender helps relax you. If you and your spouse are both awake, you can do something that makes both of you feel better, and then you can stay cuddled up together and talk, or go back to sleep, or pray together and pray for each other. You can write letters to people, send cards to people, anything that doesn't require a screen. I have also gotten up and had like a cup of sleepy time tea, because the chamomile and the mint are very relaxing, and it helps kind of winds you down. What you don't want to do is eat, because it will train your brain to think that you have to have a meal at that time, and then it will wake you to eat, even if you weren't going to wake up anyway. You hear my boxers. See, they have to be part of everything. And you don't want to drink alcohol, because again, it will train your brain to think that's when you need to. And it's 3 a.m. You don't need to be drinking at 3 a.m. So those are just some ideas and things I have done that help me get through that 3 a.m. hump. Now, often I'm awake and I'm not going to be able to go back to sleep, but last night I was able to go back to sleep. And so right now it's 6 a.m. for me. So just don't create the habits of turning on your phone, eating, drinking, or watching television or something, because all of those things will keep you awake if what you're trying to do is go back to sleep.